Welcome to Civitavecchia. Welcome to Civitavecchia. For those of you that are new here, I'm David.
And I'm Mark.
And we are
the Doddles.
It says it on our t-shirt.
You join us at the start of a 16-night voyage across the Atlantic on board the recently refurbished
Scarlet Lady 2.0
on Virgin Voyages.
Yes. So excited.
I will say though, if you are interested in seeing all of the changes that have been bestowed upon Scarlet
Lady,
check out this video that we will have already published.
So as we said, this is a 16 night voyage across the Atlantic to Miami with Virgin.
It's the longest sailing we have ever done. I'm so excited.
Jinx!
So if you want to follow along, subscribe.
Yes, hit the notification bell and you'll get notified when new videos go up. Yeah. But don't have to do it right now. Keep watching this video, decide if you want to do it later. It's free.
But before we get too carried away in talking of our adventures to come, let's go back to yesterday when we left the UK. A little bleary-eyed, we made our way through a very quiet Leeds Bradford airport for our early morning KLM flight, firstly to Amsterdam. Departing on time, the cabin lights were dimmed for takeoff as usual, but we've honestly never known it this dark on a plane before. Is it normal? A short 1 hour flight later and we arrived into a very wet Schiphol airport, where we had about an hour before our connecting KLM flight to Rome. During our flight, we were treated to some fantastic views of the Alps passing below. It definitely reminded us of our flight into Queenstown from our New Zealand travel day. Both routes are just stunning. Luggage collected, we opted to get the train from the airport to Civitavecchia. The route does involve one change, but we found it super simple to navigate. However, we would say that the tickets are very confusing to look at, and we had to ask for help in order to read them. We had pre-booked an Airbnb that was super close to the town centre and only a short taxi drive from the port. We paid £85 for the night and the apartment was super clean and modern and was perfectly situated for us to explore the city in the evening. I'll put a link in the description below in case it's of any use. In hindsight, we definitely could have walked to the port from the Airbnb, but it was a lot easier with our luggage to get a taxi. Once there, we got on the free shuttle bus that was running from the port entrance to the ship terminal. We arrived at the cruise terminal at about 11:30 and bag drop was already well underway. After dropping our checked luggage, we could have taken the free shuttle bus back out of port if we wished, but instead decided to explore and try and get some good shots of our ladyship following her glow up in dry dock.
I love the t-shirts, by the way. It's incredible. Lovely to see you both.
Yes, we'll see you.
After a few welcome drinks, it was now around 3 PM, so we headed to our cabin and found that our luggage had already arrived. Don't forget though, all rooms on a Virgin Voyage are ready as soon as you board, so feel free to go straight to your room. You just might find that you arrive slightly before your luggage though if you have a very early boarding time. If you want to know more about the embarkation process with Virgin Voyages, check out this video after this one.
And we're on
board! Back in our happy place.
Yes. Before we go any further, we do have to say a huge thank you to Virgin Voyages who have gifted us this cruise.
They have. So the cruise is gifted, we paid for our flights and we paid for our accommodation. Mm-hmm. We have no stipulation on what we have to say on this cruise, so as always, these will be our honest opinions.
Yes, we will say what we think. If something is brilliant, then we will shout about it. If it's not, we will tell you as well.
But we will bring you along regardless.
We shall.
I also want to say a massive thank you to you. Because we wouldn't have been in a position where Virgin Voyages have gifted us a cruise if you hadn't supported us and watched and allowed us. We know in the grand scheme of YouTube we're small, but we are growing.
We are.
And thank you to everyone.
Thank you very much. Anyway, back to the check-in to get on the ship. I think that it went quite smoothly, actually.
I think so too. Considering that this isn't a usual embarkation port for Virgin, it was smooth with that in mind.
Yes, they had to ask a few extra questions, I think, just to get used to things, but that's fine.
We'll forgive them.
We shall forgive them. We are very forgiving people.
But we did fly through security. Check-in was a matter of minutes, and then we were on board.
Yeah, there was a bit of waiting around because I think there was a bit of unsureness about when they would be able to let people onto the ship because they had to wait for the approval of the port.
Yeah, but again, I think that's just because it's not a usual port.
Yeah, and I think we're only about 10 minutes later than usual getting on anyway, so it didn't, in the grand scheme of things, it was all fine.
And as we boarded, we bumped into the lovely Abby.
Abby the balancer. Hi Abby, if you're watching. So she was on the last Transatlantic that we did.
Yes.
As some other of the Happenings cast are on this ship, so we hope to bump into them as well. So it was lovely to see you, Abby. Thanks for a lovely warm welcome onto the ship.
Yeah, it was fab. For now, we're going to go for a little wander.
Yes, we are.
Of the sailaway. What time is it now? It's 3:45.
My watch has stopped working.
Well, it's 4:45.
4:45.
And sailaway is at 6?
5?
5.
No,
Sailaway
is at 6. The sailaway party is at 5.
Yes. For now, we're going to go and get some food, I think.
Yes.
Hungry.
To the galley, get some lunch. And that was the sailaway party.
Yes. What a different affair that was on this voyage.
A voyage, yes. We've not done it in the dark before. As the actress said to the bishop.
Or the sailaway.
Or the sailaway. But it was still a lot of fun.
Yeah, so it was different in that it was in the dark.
Yes.
And it was different in that this is a very quiet sailing.
Yes, we were speaking to Dixie Crystals, who is the diva on board, the resident drag queen, and she said there's 1,500 people on board, which is around about 50%, around about half.
Yeah.
So
there wasn't the usual sailaway party vibes.
no, and the pool was closed, which I assume is because it's night
It's because it's night time and it's quite cold, if we're honest.
Yeah, so they had the net over the pool, and she was not happy about it either.
Annette. If you can't tell, we've had a few sailaway glasses of fizz.
Yeah, but we're still Copus Mentis.
Yes.
It's fine. We also just want to take the time to say thank you so much to everyone that's come up and said hello. It honestly means the world. You don't realise when you come up, and some people will come up and go, "Oh, sorry, I just want to say hello." Don't say sorry.
Just come and say hello. We love it. We've said it to so many people today, but it's so lovely because you make a video and then you post it into the ether, and then it's so lovely to then hear back from people that they're enjoying it.
Yeah, because you don't actually think of people actually watching it. Like, we'll see the views and we think, oh, that's just someone's just clicked onto it and then clicked off.
Yeah, but people are enjoying it, apparently.
Yeah. So thank you very much. So at the moment, we are in the doghouse.
It makes it sound like we've been naughty.
Oh, because of the doghouse.
We're in the doghouse.
Oh, I see. Dad jokes abound. But we are waiting for our reservation in the Wake, which has become a bit of a tradition for us as our first night on board dinner. So if you want a recommendation for a first night dinner, highly recommend the Wake, because you are overlooking
The Wake.
the Wake.
I would say, yes, very good advice, the Wake for the first night. I would probably say, not that we've ever done this, but I would say if you're a solo traveller,
Yes, I know what you're going to say.
I probably would recommend Gumbay for your first night.
Yes.
Because it's a great way, you get put on a table with other people, so it's a great way to meet people.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. So, yeah, Gumbay is a shared table.
Yeah.
So unless you've got a big group, you will usually be put on a table with other people. So we've spoken to a couple of solo sailors that are on board today that have said they're going to Gumbay tonight for that very reason.
Yeah.
So
I think that's lovely.
it is a perfect way to meet people. But we are going to the Wake. So we will see you in there.
We will, and we've got the pajama party to come later.
Oh, we've got new pyjamas for that.
We have.
We've got festive pyjamas.
Well, they're not new pyjamas.
No.
They're new pyjamas for the channel.
Yeah.
They are old pyjamas for us.
We have had them a year.
This is a very thrilling story.
Yes.
If you're new to Virgin Voyages, it's definitely worth saying here that all restaurants are included in your cruise fare, so that steak cost us no extra.
Oh, we've just had a lovely dinner in the Wake.
I am so full.
We are both extremely full. The person looking after us, Ellie, was fantastic.
Yes.
And she was trying to force desserts upon us.
But she did force the potatoes
Oh, the twice-baked potatoes.
upon us, which I don't think we've had before.
No, and they taste like, to me, they taste like Dauphinoise potatoes.
Dauphinoise, but chunky.
But chunky,
They were really good. So yes,
really
thank
good.
you, Ellie, for that recommendation.
Yes, and I don't know if you've watched our last voyage on Virgin, where we said the quality in the food in the Wake for brunch seemed like it had slipped.
Yes.
We haven't been for brunch yet, but if we base it on that experience, hopefully it's back up to par, because that was mwah.
That steak was, I would say, one of the best steaks I've had. Not just at sea.
Yeah, it was
beautiful.
Cut like butter. It was delightful.
Yeah.
Anyway, you join us now on the way to the Red Room to see a comedian.
A comedian, yes.
And then we're gonna, after the comedian, run back to the cabin and get our pajamas on. I'm just gonna press the button. There we
Yes, it's pajama party later. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm struggling. I'm so tired.
We're both very tired.
Not only am I full, we're also tired. It's 9:45, and as you can see here, is that backwards for you or I can't remember?
It won't be. It is moved to the manor at 11:15.
Yeah. So because it's a bit windy outside and it's a bit cold because it's December.
And we're normally in bed at that time, so pray for us.
But hello, beautiful people. Welcome aboard. Oh, my knees are not that good anymore. Hello. My name is Matt. It's lovely to be here. Thank you for coming out, even if you didn't sit at the front. It's an absolute delight to be chatting to you.
So that footage that you've just seen was Matt Stellingworth. We hope we've pronounced that correct. Matt, if you're watching, you won't be watching, but we hope it was. He was very funny.
Yeah, he was really funny.
A New Zealander, which is fitting, because we've just got back from New
And
Zealand.
we love New Zealand.
Yes. And if you haven't watched those New Zealand vlogs, that is next on the list. Go back and watch.
Yes. He was fantastic. I did feel sorry for him. He had a tough gig because it's the first night
Yes.
on a quiet sailing, and with it being a transatlantic, longer sailing, it's a different demographic.
Yes.
I'm not saying that in a bad way, I'm just saying it's a different demographic.
But I have a lot of respect for what he does, because he does a lot of crowd
Yeah,
work.
yes,
And
100%.
I can't imagine going out on stage not particularly knowing what you're going to say.
Yeah.
But that is my sort of humour.
He was hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
so funny. So if you're ever on Virgin and Matt is on,
Well,
go
from
see
what he
him.
said, it sounds like he does Virgin quite often.
Yes. So, and he raves about Virgin as well, as we do.
As we do.
So if he's on your voyage,
Go see him.
we are now heading back to our cabine to get into our pajamas.
Pajamas. Well, we're at our room.
We're out our cabin. I'm in. So we're going to get in our pajamas. Pajamas transform! Off we go!
Darling, it's your, but look at you, them titties are out.
What about all of this?
All this.
What was the highlight of the pajama party, I hear you ask? Well, that would have to be David being selected for a dance-off. Enjoy!
All right, what's your name, my love? Where are you from? David from the UK. What we're gonna do, we're gonna give you each individual time to strut your perfect stuff right here on the dance floor while we play some music. Can you handle that? Can you handle that? All right, DJ, here it is. All right, go dance. Dance, bitches. Jingle bells. Jingle bells. Careful, your bells are falling.
And we're back in the room.
We are back in the room.
That was a lot of fun.
The pajama party, yeah. It was busier than I thought it was going to be.
Yes, but if you are on a Virgin Voyage, do the pajama party and get
Yeah.
involved, because
It's
it is so much fun. And everyone tries to go for ridiculous pajamas.
And top tip, if you are going to do it, it's, although it might seem a good option to have some sort of woolly onesie.
there is the possibility that you'll be in the manor like
Yeah.
we were, and you will die of heat
You
exhaustion.
will be too hot.
Yes.
So
But it was
be
a lot
careful,
yes.
keep hydrated.
and it was a lot of fun. I should have won the dance off, but it was a draw, and that's fine.
David was robbed.
I was robbed. But we've done our what is now tradition. We've got pizza for bed.
We said we were going to be good and not have pizza today, but you know our traditions.
It's a tradition now. But we hope you have enjoyed this video.
Yes.
If you have, please like it, because it really helps us out.
Comment below as well if your Embarkation stories.
Yes, hit the subscribe button if you want to see other videos coming up from this trip. We are on for 16 nights, so there will be content coming up, and hit the notification bell so you get notified when those videos come out. We will also put a link below if this has inspired you to take your own Virgin voyage. We'll put a link below so that you can book it. Full disclosure, it doesn't get you anything extra. You get all the same deals as you would normally get. It just shows Virgin that people have booked a voyage because they've watched our videos, which will hopefully mean that we will get invited on for other trips and we can bring you more content. So if you're thinking of booking something, use the link below, please. It would really help us.
Join us next time as we continue our transatlantic adventure and find out what this is all about, and more importantly, if we survived it.
Yes! Oh no! I nearly died.